These are the 3 things you need to do to get past 100K in lifetime earnings on Upwork. Number 1, you need to optimize your profile. Number 2, you need to take crappy jobs. And then number 3, you need to use a tool called Gig Radar. My name's Gavin. I run an email and SMS marketing agency, and I've generated just over $100,000 in lifetime earnings on my Upwork profile. And I've been working at it for 2 years. And these are the 3 major things that I have done to actually push me past that 100K lifetime earnings. The first thing you need to do is actually optimize your profile. So for me, I do email and SMS marketing, and within my profile, I have just stuffed a bunch of keywords focusing on email and SMS marketing. Right? So if you look at my profile, there should be a link to it in the description down below. You'll see that I've got stuff saying, hey, I'm an email and SMS marketing agency. All I do is email and SMS marketing. I've got 5 years of experience in email marketing, building flow automations, and I essentially just stuff my profile with as many keywords as possible. The second thing I do is I make sure that my photo on my profile is dialed in. It is a professional photo that very clearly features a photo of myself in a very good light. On the left-hand side of your profile, you can see all your qualifications. Those are dialed in. I am very clearly fluent in English. I'm certified Klaviyo expert, all of that good stuff. Another bonus point as well is my location is set to the US. Now I am in the US, right? But that is a very important thing because a lot of people who are looking to pay a premium price or are looking for quality, associate your physical location with the quality of your work. It's not true, of course. Like, I've hired some amazing people from Pakistan, from India, Philippines, Southeast Asia, but people out there associate premium with US, Australia, New Zealand, UK, and Canada. So if you can, and you are based in those countries, make sure you set that location accordingly to attract the right type of clients. It's a massive thing that's impacted my business because before I was in New Zealand, then I moved over to the US. All of a sudden it unlocked a bunch of opportunity for me. The next part is probably the most important part. When you're starting on Upwork, you're trying to prove to Upwork that you are a good supplier of whatever it is you sell. So the first few jobs that you take, you need to really over deliver and prove that you can do the work. I think personally, when you're under that 2K mark in overall platform earnings, Upwork doesn't really care how much revenue you're making them. What they care about is if you can deliver the services that you say you deliver. And in order to get your foot in the door for those first jobs, you need to be willing to do so for cheap. My hourly rate off of Upwork is $250 an hour. When I first started on the platform, I was working for $10 an hour. The reason I did that is because I wanted to get those first few jobs through the door on Upwork, over deliver, crush it, get good reviews, and prove to Upwork's algorithm through getting those good reviews that I was good at what I did. Then once I pushed past that 2K, I gradually started increasing my hourly rate because I was able to charge more because I had more social proof and Upwork knew I was good. Now I think, I might not be right on this, but Upwork, after you prove that you're able to do the work you can through good reviews, high client satisfaction, they want to see how much money you can make them. And now Upwork charges a percentage of what you charge, 10%. If you charge $10 an hour forever, Upwork doesn't really want to prioritize you above somebody who charges $60 or $70 an hour, gets the same client satisfaction, and closes the same amount of deals as you, because from Upwork's perspective, they'd rather give that traffic to somebody who charges more, who they can make more from, compared to you, who will do the exact same job, same quality, but whom they will make less from. You see what I mean? You have to play the algorithm. So once you would develop that initial proof of concept, like, yeah, I proved to Upwork that I'm good at what I do, then Upwork wants you to prove how much money you can make them, which means keeping the jobs on the platform, but also finding the sweet spot in terms of how much you can charge and how much you can close. Now on Upwork, I've ranged my hourly rate. What I did is after every $5,000 I made on Upwork, I increased my hourly rate by $10. So when I went from 0 to 2K, I was at 10, then I went to 15, and then I went at 10K, I increased my hourly rate to 20, And then at 15K, I increased my hourly rate to 25, so on and so forth. And I kept going up until I found that I was no longer closing any more jobs. And for me, that hourly rate was anything above $70 an hour. So I wasn't able to charge anything more than $70 an hour. In fact, I lowered it to $60 an hour before people stopped hiring me. So you need to find the sweet spot of how much you can charge to get the most amount of work you can while charging the highest rate possible. That's step number 2. Step number 3 is using a tool called Gig Radar. Now, full transparency, there's a link to the tool down below in this video, and that is an affiliate link. So if you use it, I get paid. However, I highly recommend using this tool. Gig Radar essentially automates the process of applying for jobs on Upwork, and it is a massive time save. The biggest thing as a business owner is not money, it's time. I don't have time to constantly apply for jobs when they come live. With Gig Radar, what it allows you to do is scan Upwork all the time so that when a job comes live that matches criteria that you set, so in my case, it's email marketing, Gig Radar automatically writes a custom proposal using AI to fuse your profile description with job description. And so what that does is it creates like this perfect AI written proposal, sends it off instantly, or really within 10 to 15 minutes of the job going live, and you essentially are able to personalize the outreach and beat everyone before they can actually even apply for that job. I've used this tool, and the tool pretty much brings me consistently 2 to 3 leads a day at this point on Upwork. And I'm talking like big contracts. We have clients on 5K a month retainers. We have clients on $1,000 a month retainer. But Upwork is a massive pain to actually apply for jobs unless you're using an automation tool. And here's the reality. A lot of people are using these tools. And if someone like me is using the tool, you're not gonna be able to compete with me because I'm able to write a custom proposal to a job within 15 minutes of it going live before you can, with probably greater accuracy, greater grammar, and a greater display of my skill than you could writing it manually. So using a tool like Gig Radar, massive hack. Check it out, there's a link in the description. It does cost money, but it is well worth setting up, and it is the biggest unlock for me when it comes to turning Upwork into, honestly, the best source of leads for us and the highest ROI out of anything we do. Guys, thanks for watching. I make these videos really just to document what I'm doing and really share my journey as a business owner. So if you like it, subscribe to the channel, smash the like button, bro. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks for watching.